start. Yeah, starting recording. So welcome to our global broadcast. And today's our webinar is more related to the business opportunities, and also we will be describing a little bit of SkyWay as a technology. Before I start, I would love to have, as normally, would love to know how many of you are here for the first time and how many times basically you've been attending the webinar. That's for our records. If you can just select one of the following, 1, 2, 3, or more than 3, that would be great for us to see how many new people are here today. All right. Okay, we do have. Perfect. For those who are here for the first time today, welcome to our family. If you haven't joined us yet, so hopefully after the webinar, you will make your decision. All right, thank you guys. I will now close the poll. Perfect. All right, I hope you had a good day. It's Thursday, almost little Friday, can say. But for us, I believe every Monday can be in any day, whether it's Friday or Sunday or Tuesday. We can work every day if we want to. All right. So today, as normally, we will have a webinar in 2 parts. First part will be more kind of describing the technology, what is the SkyWay Invest Group, and what we have done so far and what we are actually doing. And the second part is for those who want to know more like a business side of this business, of this project. What would be the steps for you to do, what the requirements are, what are the income streams. We do have 7 those, and a promo code for new people who haven't registered yet. You will have a special gift if you decide to join the company. Those who are first time here, we have another webinar on Tuesdays. That webinar is also about the SkyWay technology and what has been done so far, but the second part more kind of educational part of why to invest today is very as investment is very important these days, because I've been speaking to a lot of people and they say that majority of people still don't understand the importance of investment. They think that their job is the security. They still have the place to go every day and work and receive the paycheck at the end of the day, at the end of the month. But they don't realize that the way the technologies are moving, forward, and new technologies are coming in place, that a lot of jobs will disappear. So if they don't do something today, unfortunately, poor people will become more poorer and richer people will become richer. So we want to switch from 95% of the population to those 5% and grow that number. So yeah, today I will speak more about the business, and on Tuesdays, please join us for investment. So the agenda for today is who we are, as I mentioned, unique stream transport technology advantages and development, what's in it for you, that's kind of business part, and the questions and answers. First part with you will be Elena Pepina. She's my colleague and also recently kind of showed more activities and interest to be part of the team. So she is going to be with you today for the first 20-30 minutes, and then I will join you back. And I will give Elena now the word. Okay. Something you reduce the audio. Guys, can you hear me properly? I will. If you can't can hear me now, I will. Once I come back, I will put headphones. So basically, hopefully, then you will be able to see me, to hear me better. All right. So now I'm giving word to Elena.
Good evening, good morning, everyone. I just want to make sure you hear me. And I'm just going to, give me a second, I'm just going to prepare my screen. And then I can start to the broadcast, webinar, presentation, where we are here today. I hope everyone have a great day or sleep. So there you go. Okay. Can you see everyone? Me. Screen. Some reason. Okay. Sorry. Let me just. Some reason I can't put the camera on. Sorry about that. Screen seconds. Okay. Okay. I think it's not going to work for me today. But can you hear me properly, everyone? Amazing. Okay. So as Anetta said, my name is Elena Pepina, and I am investment consultant at Global Transnet UK. I am also a private investor for different projects, and for today, SkyWay String Technology, and also I am shareholder. And because I've been involving heavily in this project, I am also helping to build a brand, and I am expert in sales and business management. See, when you entrance in this webinar, you see the video, which probably cover a lot as well, what I'm going to talk about today. But as you see today in this this picture, what is our global disasters? So have you ever experienced what it says in these pictures? Have you ever experienced traffics, our crowded platforms? I believe everyone say yes, because we are living in a 21st century where population does grow, and today's transport can't carry as many people where we live in the cities. And one of the latest news what I was reading was about in London that Thames Water being fined for 20 million pounds because the water was polluted. Obviously, because they're using a lot of boats. Also, pollution caused a lot of cars, which as you know, living in bigger cities. And for example, people who live near to transport corridors and urban areas, as for example A14 in a London and other cities, they're at risk because pollution heavily impacts a lot of people's health. And also one of the news I was reading, 5.5% cause also of the death, which is really scary. I know a lot of people don't read about this stuff often in news, but since I've been involving in the project, I've been love doing research. And if you're interested, just go by yourself and see what's happening today all around. And I think it's not fair for us. I know the transport is the most important way how we can move around, but today these giving us global disasters, which is not great. And at the same time, I've been driving with a car and I've been experienced sitting in the traffic for an hour. So we're losing a time. We're always going to have the money or somehow, but the time we're never going to get back. And at the same time, in bigger cities, the traffic is buses give a lot of traffics, and we can't freely drive around, which is really, really scary. And when we use public transport today, rush hours, the platforms are really packed. And that's the reason when you go to the stations, you see there's the yellow line on the stations, and it's dangerous if someone across this line when the train approaching. But because platforms are overcrowded, anything can happen. Someone can push you, or it's just crazy. I just like, and so this is the one reason why I'm here today. So just we have some solutions, and what I'm going to talk about today about the SkyWay string technology. But before I start to talk about the technology, I just want to briefly explain you who we are, because the SkyWay Invest Group is a financial arm for SkyWay string technology. So our aim is to educate educate the people about importance of investment, and also make sure they're equipped with right knowledge, strategies to invest wisely and create profitable investment portfolios. So I believe today investment is important thing for everyone. So through the SkyWay Invest Group, we can give that and also give knowledge about the new transport system. So SkyWay Invest Group CEO General Director is Andre Havrato. He is multi-millionaire, and because his previous experience, he gave idea to create how we can raise the funds. Also, he is author and founder of Academy of Private Investors, and he is business coach and motivation coach as well. So he's really successful man today, so he can help us to be here. Main person why we are here today is Mr. Anatoly Yunitsky. As you see in the slide, he have a lot of awards and certificates, and one of his main awards are 2 gold medals about exhibition center. Also, he have 2 grants of United Nations for development. So basically, one of his piece of technology today US use for cosmonauts, so they can able to go into space. So he's scientist, engineer, and inventor. He have more like 100 patents. And for string technology, he been developing this technology for 40 years, so nearly 4 decades. So he created technology which gonna save the land. So he, instead of taking another road on a land, he wanted to build the trains above the ground, which is going to be from the 3 to 100 meters above the ground. Slightly explain to you what kind of transports we're going to have. So as you see on the slide, right side down, the little one is a unibike. Unibike is being created for more attractions. The speed what we can reach is 120 kilometers per hour. So it's more like for the parks, for example, where we can connect the parks, so people, instead of walking around, they can be above and see the beautiful view. Trains being developed also for people, so they can use so they can spin. They can use like cycle motions and also get the speed for the human. Unibus is up the unibike. Unibus is one of us most popular transport system. The transport system is built for inner cities up to 200 kilometers. Also, it's going to be ecologically friendly with low noise and can reach speed up to 150 kilometers per hour. The advantages of the transport is we can build anywhere. This transport really attract for Philippines and Emirates because, as you know, they have a lot of independent islands. So none of the existing transport can offer what we can, because we can eventually connect them. So instead of Philippine using today the ferries, so they can use this transport system. The most profitable transport is high speed. High speed is great for a long distance, so we can connect the cities, and eventually we can even connect the continents. And also it's going to be a little bit low noise, eco-friendly, and we can move really fast, so we can save the time to be in a train. And I have been asked the questions also about a lot of people scared from the height, but to be in a train, he created this technology. You're not going to feel like you've been really high. It's not going to move, so it's going to be really steady transport. And obviously the cargo is created more for corporation companies, where they can trade their goods from one country to other country. So instead of they take the third company, so they can own cargo. And as well, the speed can reach 500 kilometers per hour or 450 kilometers per hour. And passed on today. So originally, first time when I heard about the technology was 3 years ago, and 3 years ago I could see just only digital pictures. I was skeptical, because I thought, why would we need something different? Why we need different transport system? But I kind of still believe that we need something unique, something different. But today, as you see in the pictures, we have a unibike already put up and running in Belarus, Minsk, where we have the park. And up on the right side is Unibus. Unibus was first time showed for the public last year, Berlin, InnoTrans event, where people could see it, go inside and feel how the transport looked like. So also I've been invited in this InnoTrans exhibition, and that amazed me even more. So how we done so far? So we've been using the crowdfunding platform, and as you know, crowdfunding platforms are different ones. We use equity crowdfunding. So crowdfunding is Anatoly Unitsky had the idea he wants to implement this technology. He wants to start build technology. So instead of him to going to big banks and paying them big debts, or big investors where can take the biggest piece of company to bigger investors, he created crowdfunding. So he gave people opportunity to be part of the project. So crowdfunding, meaning anyone can be part of this technology. So anyone can chip in the project. So the price can start from little amount up to as you wish. We needed to raise the funds, because before we sell the technology, we need to certify the technology. So today, people who invest in the project become the co-owner for the technology. And Eco-Techno Park being built in Belarus, Minsk. The Belarus government gave us 36 hectare big land where we can build these 4 technologies. And recently, Belarus government gave us extra 16 kilometers, so we can get the greater speed for high-speed train. So really top one, this is going to be the high-speed train. The next one is going to be Unibus. The third in the middle, it will be Unibike, which, as I mentioned, is being put up and running since November. And really, really on the side is cargo. Ecotechnopark today is really popular because a lot of countries and governments being really interested in these projects. And every week, like, new delegations come and see the technology. Today, we raised so far 22 million out of 200 million. And also the company owns and all investors. The company brought the 5 million worth factory, so we have already one asset where we can build the bus as well. Company is divided. The company is divided like in development stages. So we are today in stage 9 out of 15. First time when I joined the company was 2014. On that time, just was developing the technology. It started engineer works. So each stage required for us to raise certain funds. And today, stage 9 is for us the main key year because we're gonna certify the technology, which is really exciting. So, and also for us is we move closer to stage 15. And all the countries who've been interested in this project and signed agreements hold only back because of their certification. And the first man who see the technology as an alternative was Mr. Rod Hook, as you see on the top picture right side. He is from Australia and he is ex-Chief Transport Minister, Australia Adelaide. He is really trust person. He already built the bridges and infrastructure in Australia. And he realized as well in Australia is such a big country and they do have as well struggling with traveling. And this transport system will give them solution how they can travel faster. And one of his first projects are to get the Flinders University to campus so students can save the money and also travel faster so they don't lose the time to go on the campus to the university. We have also Czech Republic, Ireland, Turkey, and India. Also, who doesn't know, India, I guess now 1 month ago, already signed with us the contract for 922 million, so which they're going to connect 90 cities in India. As all of you know, India's infrastructure is really weak as well, and they're looking for different opportunities. And why also India attracted this technology? Because it's eco-friendly, fast, and safe. And I didn't mention in SkyWay advantages, but our technology is 10 times cheaper because today's existing transport costs start from 40 million up to 60 million to build another road or rail, but our technology costs from 3 to 8 million. So it's cheaper as well for countries who are looking for different solutions. So as you see, with our technology, we can build anywhere. So we can save the landscape, so we don't have to dig another roads. And also we can build on the mountains, on the rivers. Also, we can build any temperature. We can build really above the temperature and really high temperatures. Nothing going to happen with the technology. And a lot of people still ask me who don't have the chance to go to Ecotechnopark. I always say you can go in Google Earth and see with your own eyes from this slide that this Ecotechnopark exists. Now you also can see how big is and massive the eco park is created. And I'm going to give next word to Annette. I hope you understand everything what I was explaining about technology. And if you have any questions afterwards, you can ask when we're going to finish the webinar. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a great evening.
Hi guys, I'm back. Thank you. Thank you for Elena for presentation. Do you have any questions so far regarding the what has been done, what we are doing here, why we are here, what transport we've got? If you don't have some specific questions right now, then I can go quickly, through the second part, which is more on the business side, and also updating you on news and giving some updates on what we are going to, do for the next week. I see you don't have questions. Okay. So for those who don't know yet, my name is Annette Martinson, and I'm in a company for the last 3 years. I joined the company when it was beautiful pictures and just an idea. Last August, I had a situation in my private life and, where I was working and what I was doing, that I had to leave everything I was doing and join SkyWay 100%, like on a full on board. So today I'm trying to apply my skills, my expertise in sales and marketing and business management to see how we quickly can build a brand here in the UK and obviously globally. I joined the company as a private investor, and obviously I'm also the SkyWay shareholder. I believe same as the majority of you who are here today. So Elena mentioned that we have a technology. We have Eco Technopark, which will work for us as a test section where we are building 4 technologies: so high speed, cargo, unibike, and unibus. And we need that test section to go through the certification and approvals that the technology can actually work and it's safe, and you can go and sell it to the government. And as Elena mentioned, we need to raise $200 million to finalize the Eco Techno Park. And the way we are doing and been doing it so far is through crowdfunding platform. So here we are giving you an opportunity to be part of this project, to become SkyWay team member or family member, if you could say, through whether supporting the project and saying, yes, I would love to kind of support the project and I acknowledge the project, or you also can give some financial support towards this Eco Techno Park. So here are updated different opportunities, different investment levels. This is particularly for people who are, investing under $100,000 mark, and those people are going through a crowdfunding platform. So here, if you, for example, invest $5,000, that's as an example. There are different prices, as you can see. Then you are receiving a pre-IPO equity shares 700,000. Which is equal to $700,000 once the company goes on IPO. The reason why $1 is equal to 1 share is because the company's IP been evaluated today for $400 billion, and we have in a company 400 billion shares. So if the company goes on IPO tomorrow, then obviously we will have this 1-to-1. But since we are not rushing to IPO, and Bjorn asked me the question that you have heard that we could potentially go on IPO by 2019. I'm not sure where you've heard this this information, Bjorn. I hear it first time. Why not is that we are preparing to go on IPO, but we don't want to rush. So first we try to build the value for the company, and instead of selling just 1 share for $1, we need to build or sign a contract to more than 100,000 kilometers, and then the company, once we build, for example, full technologies, today we have, for example, extended facility, a production facility, R&D center, and the more and more we build, more assets we have in a company, more value company can, kind of increase. And then once we go on IPO, then the share could potentially cost not just $1, because I don't think it would cost. We're not selling phones or another juicy business. It's nothing like that. So we are selling the whole transportation infrastructure, which I believe, will cost more than $1. That's underestimated value. So these are the prices. You can definitely see them on your back office. There are different opportunities, different variations. And if you're, for example, in UK, then obviously you can change also the dollars to pounds, or you can change it to euros if that's easier for you to calculate how much you can invest. For those who would love to go for, let's say, $10,000 investment, because you can see that you would reach over 1 million pre-IPO equity shares in your package, then you have these monthly options where you can go and do the installment for 10 months. So you can pay out, 10,000 package within the 10 months, paying $1,000 every month. I know that there have been some issues. I want to remind for those who do have this package, and I keep reminding myself every day as well. While the system is not fixed yet, you please double check when you have to make the payment, so you don't miss it. The payment for the particular day. I hope, and I think this needs to be sorted ASAP. I believe those who are maybe angry as well. I'm not happy that with that as well. But just keep an eye on your back office and see when you have to make a payment and do it manually. For those who don't know how to do it, whether go back to your person who introduced you to the business, or find us on a Skype, and we can guide you how to do that. For those who have taken one package and want to take another package alongside another two or whatever, you can easily do that. That's not a problem. There is also the spring promotion, Meet the Spring with the EIP. So you can even start with $15 per month, paying for the next 10 months. These packages are available for the stage 9. As Evelyn mentioned, we are on stage 9 out of 15, and on the stage 10 there won't be any packages. At least this is what they are saying today. But let's not hope. I hope they will do some packages. Buy as many packages as you can today, and let's not lose. So the news is that the next week we are participating, myself and Mila, we are going to the Green Party, which is going to be in Liverpool. It's kind of a Global Greens and European Greens Congress 2017, where we also where we will have approximately 2,000 delegates from Parliament, European Parliament, the London Assembly, councils. Basically, it's not going to just be UK-based, the governmental people, but also from the Europe. So hopefully we will meet some interesting people where we're going to be promoting our technology as a solution for greener or planet. How we can save the planet, as we can say. And this is the promotion code for those who are here first time and you haven't registered yet. Go back to the person who introduced you and ask for the registration link. There's a specific link for each person. And also write down this promo code. There is a place where you can put it in, and then you will receive two gifts from our company. So one is the 8 rules of private. 8 rules of private. Oh my gosh, I already forgot. Educational materials. I prove as private investor, like that. And the other one is 50 pre-IPO equity shares as a gift for you as well. Yeah, I hope you write it down. Also, I would like to kind of point out this stay updated. Don't wait for Tuesdays or Thursdays when we are giving you some news. There are news coming out every day. So these are the places where you can follow us, whether on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and even in Instagram. We are trying to update everywhere in social media as much as we can, and as soon as we can. As soon as I see some news, I'm trying to post it, and then we can share and spread the world much faster and quicker. And if you are there and you're using Facebook or you're using, the LinkedIn, please start following us and share this news, because once the people see the some articles or some updates, they go directly to the company, this group, and they can start reading more and more. And obviously, because it comes from you, they would go back to you and ask. So it's very useful and very, I think, important tool to use, to make world knowledge us. So as I mentioned, the business opportunities for those who want to know how to do the business with us today. We are not employing people. I don't know. Maybe in the future we will do it, but here we are more like an entrepreneur mindset people who wants to, to do what they love, and by loving what you do, become more happier. As I said, I left the job last August. Had the circumstances that I had to leave the place I work for, and I thought, what I'm going to be doing, now when I left the job and I didn't have a job anymore. The world is open. They open the doors to everyone who is looking for it. So as long as you are not looking to go back to, to that prison, as I call it, then, stay with us, find a way how you can be part of us and how you can help us to build a brand. And I believe this could be a right place for many people. I definitely enjoy what I do, and I definitely see myself being improving and getting better skills and knowledge than I was gaining, working in a corporate company and doing the same job on a daily basis, because this is why they recruited me, right, and paid me money. And I definitely, I want to point out the balanced lifestyle. My lifestyle and the things I'm doing now has changed completely to what I was able to do when I was working job 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, with 28 holidays, the allowance, that you can save during the year time and etc. Today, my lifestyle is much more relaxed, and I can do the things I love to whenever I want to. If I have to look after my family member, I can do that. If I want to fly back home, I can do that. And I don't have to I can tell people, like my team, I'm saying, guys, I won't be in office for XYZ days, but I say, yeah, fine, just open your computer so we can connect with you. So I think it's very amazing place to be, and whether it's a SkyWay or different businesses that allows you to work from home, I think that's an amazing place to be. So just think, if you haven't joined the SkyWay here today, just think, what are the things that you would love to do that you can't do today because of the place where you are. And once you have this list ready, I actually did a list of 100 things that I want to buy or want to do. I thought it's easy, but actually I was struggling to do by, I think after the number 30 or 40, I really had to think like what I'm going to do with this amount of money, or what I'm going to do with my time. So once you have that list ready, guys, just stick it to the wall, and just tick the boxes once you have reached that, have completed the task or bought the thing that you put on a list or anything else. Same as, if you have a dream board, just do it, because then you will see the purpose of, doing things or choosing to do the things that way or that way. This is a little kind of a pyramid, corporate pyramid, for those who still think, that this is, I don't know whether this is the right place to be or not to be. But once I show to, if people who are skeptical, they have nothing to say me back anymore, because they always say, oh, it's a pyramid, or it's again some business or something else, I don't know how they call it. And I'm just showing up this is the slide, and I say, so where in this slide are you at the moment? You know what, no one has told me that they are even on the second level or the third level, not even talking about the fifth level, which is the CEO. So most of the people I'm talking to or been talking to, they are at the bottom. And as I can see, they are employees, and they would never earn more than the CEO. Why is that? Because this is a pyramid. If someone dictates you who's going to be under them and how many people live there and how much you will pay, how much the top guy will pay the bottom line. Guys, simple. This is a pyramid. So here, we don't have any pyramids, and everyone can be a CEO if they want. So reward-based crowdfunding, our company is using obviously word of mouth, word of mouth, yeah. Passing the information to what we're doing, what we're passionate about. First of all, I'm saying why I'm doing how what I do can help others. And when I'm pointing out those challenges, and this is how we started the webinar, why we are here today, pointing out the challenges, the biggest problems that we are facing on a daily basis. People are like, okay, and so what do you do? And then I say we are building the whole transportation new transportation infrastructure. Even yesterday, I was attending a networking event, and people were pitching their products for 5 or 10 minutes, and everyone was kind of similar things. It was different kind of different USPs or something, but again, some to trading platform, again some clothing platform. It's the things that we're doing like all the time. And then when they finished the pitching, we were just walking around, around and talking to people, and they were like, "So what do you do here?" I was like, "Well, and then you start about the traffic, you say, look outside, it's a peak hour, how long time you're gonna get home?" And they were like, "Yeah, okay, and what do you do?" And then you kind of start building this value of the company, and this word of mouth is so strong. I definitely believe that everyone is born to sell, even not knowing that, because here we don't even sell, we just tell them, what is the value of the company, and for that we are getting paid. What we are offering here is everyone can enroll and start earning from day one. Obviously, if you're over 18, you don't have to pay, big amount. Like you don't have to invest a lot of money from beginning to start earning. As different marketing networking businesses, they ask you, to buy the product. They ask you to test it, which is quite fair because you can't sell some beauty products, let's say, or some sports juicy product if you haven't tested it yourself. But here you don't have to. Here you enroll. And you can start talking to people, and same day you can have people already building your team. Unlimited earnings potential and no level limits is because, as I said, we don't have this pyramid structure. Everyone can be on the top. Because there is no levels how many people can be on your first level, and there are no levels how many people can be on a downline level. So that's why I'm saying it's unlimited. More you do, more you earn. Product proposition, as Lena already explained, we have 4 technologies, 4 different types of technologies. She mentioned all the advantages. We're environment safe, we are more cost effective, we are much safer, we are using less material, so also we can implement very fast, and etc. etc. So once you show this product values, I think there is no question that there is nothing like that out there. And captured audience, so you can approach anyone. Everyone can be everyone can be part of this project. Everyone can be in this business, meaning that if you have a baby or a person under 18, you also can do the registration for this person. And and invest for them, but they will be able to receive whether the money, let's say dividends, or sell their equity once they reach the age of 18. So that moment, obviously, everything is in savings for them, which I think is quite cool. If you're, for example, at age 10, so by the time you're gonna get to age 18, there could be a very good birthday gift for this person. What we can offer here today for those who want to work, like kind of be part and with entrepreneur mindset and do some activities, then first you can earn from your network. From your network, I mean that you work in your on your personal personal business. You grow your personal network, and people that you involve, or how to say, on your first level, if you introduce to someone, you get 15% from the investment the person makes. Yeah, so if someone invested $1,000, so you're gonna get $150 as your commission. And then it's like the person introduced the person, there is 7% commission, then it's 5% commission, 3%, and etc. There is basically a marketing plan in your back office, or you can ask separately before doing the registration, for example, to provide you with this document, just see what are the levels and what you have to do. Okay, it's very simple, it's very beautiful, made a PDF format recently, so it's very clear explanation what things need to be put in place to do so. Okay, so as I said, from starting from 15% and going down line to 0.5. The other, the commission that you can earn as well from your personal network, but this is particularly for the last stage 9. On the stage 10, there won't be any more the commission given, but from the investment. So if the person invests in $1,000, they receive X amount pre-IPO equity shares in the package. So from this amount, 3.7% will go into your commission, and again the percentage goes downline. I won't mention the percentage now, but you can again see in your marketing plan, not to get confusing you. And as I said, it's going to be for the last stage, which is stage number 9. Why? Because it's getting more more expensive to give out the shares than cash. So the network and investment is your personal network. Okay, no one is involved in it to build it. That's particularly you. Then the next step is, let's say you have reached the consultant level. This is the consultant level that you need to have in order to unlock, obviously, all the levels down. Plus, we can sit down with you if you come to us and say, well, I think I'm strong enough. I have shown you that I have a team. My team is working. I'm bringing the money in. I want to open an office in particular region or the country. What else I need to do? So the first step is to get to the consultant level, and the second one is to sit down with us and see what strategy and what things need to be put in place for us to open the office for you in I don't know, let's say, for example, in Scotland. We don't have an office in Scotland, and in this office needs to be, well, ideally 4 people managing the office, like yourself, let's say finance director, lawyer, and some sales and marketing. And whatever money you make for the team, as a for example, I don't know, the money that you bring in or attract in the company in your office, you would be receiving up to 6% commission. This commission can be divided on 4 people that are in the office working, and then you decide to reinvest back into the business, or you leave something in your savings and you pay out to people. Basically, you can do whatever you want with that money. I say ideally is to reinvest, because you can build more bigger offices, do more conferences, attend different conferences, prepare the different marketing materials and etc. But I believe, once we are at that level, then we will be kind of thinking together what would need to be done. Then we have the project initiation. Let's say you opened office in Scotland, and now you do the social PR or social media or etc. You're attending different conferences, and you have met a person, or you've been introduced to the person who with whom you can negotiate a deal, or let's say a project for X amount of kilometers to be built in X of some part of, for example, in Scotland. Perfect. So then we are looking at what is your involvement in this deal, whether you just open, whether you just introduce them to us, or you are helping with all the negotiation paperwork, etc., etc. You can get up to 10% from this contract, from this project initiation, up to 10%. Okay, so let's say if you have 25-kilometer project. Yeah, you get a permission, and let's say 1 kilometer would cost average 5 million. Let's say from 3 to 8, let's say 5 million. So it's like 125 million project worth 125 million. Up to 10% could be your commission. And the last but not least is the percentage of the commission that can come from big contract. So the first network, the A and number B, those are for investors who invest under $100,000 mark. So those goes, and we call them smaller investors, let's say, or medium investors, and they are going through crowdfunding platforms, so SkyWay Investor. Once you bring the investor who is going to be paying you more than $100,000, let's say, or million or whatever, obviously they are going directly to Mr. Unitsky, flying to, if needed, to Belarus, meeting with all the directors, and they are negotiating the deal. And then again, from your involvement, you can receive up to 5% in cash and up to 2.5% in shares. Again, on the cash will stay, but the commission in shares will be only for this stage, for the stage number 9. On stage 10, they won't give any more commission in shares. And to give you as an example, if someone invested today 1 million, and you make you complete the deal, you get 5%, which is $50,000 in cash, to your back office, plus you get, so if the person invests 1 million, they get approximately 300 million shares in their package, then you will receive 7.5 million pre-IPO equity shares as your commission. So you see the difference, right? And then that's why the difference we are seeing that today is, we already see that the giving commission in cash it's much better and cheaper for company than to give out the shares. So hurry up, make all the deals before the company moves stage 10. And tomorrow we have the IPO and the dividends. So once the company goes an IPO, obviously 6 months after, you will be able to, let's say, sell your shares or keep them and receive the dividends. If people invest today, they invest in the main company, which is Ecotechnopark, and you become co-owner of the technology and a shareholder in the main company, which means once we are building projects, in any part of the world, you will be receive the dividends from all those projects. If you think that this is still risky business for you, and you still want to wait for Ecotechnopark to finish, get the certification, and etc., that's fine. Don't rush, and you will be able to invest in a separate targeted project. But then you will receive a dividend only from that project. So it is risk to invest, but it's not risky, I would say, anymore. So it's your decision to be made. I have invested 3 years ago when I didn't have anything that we have today. That was really big risk, but I was happy to be introduced to the company, and I wouldn't like, if I have If I can take back 3 years, I would be investing even more. That's for sure. But you still have an opportunity to do that. So what to do next? Get registered today if you haven't. Sign up the cooperation agreement and complete the verification process. Simple, because we want to see that you're the real person, you are not a robot, and you are not opening another 10 accounts to receive this gift, 50 pre-IPO equity shares as a gift for each account. So to avoid all of that, we need to sign the agreement. And also, once the company goes on IPO, well, you need to receive the certification, right? The certification of your shares. So if you don't do the verification, we are not able to give you any certificate. So it's very important to start earning as well. Learn about the product, company, business inside and out. It's very important because if you don't know what you're talking about, don't be surprised if people don't understand you. It's very important also before you're going and speaking to big people, very important people, because what happened before in our experience is that people, they sign up and then they say, well, I know so many people, I'm going to go talk to them. And they messed up a little bit. The first impression is very important, as you know. If you damage that, that is very difficult to go back up and show them that there is actually a value and everything is in place, whatever they were asking. So it's very good to read a lot and to attend webinars, or to listen to different people, or just to follow someone and get understanding what it's all about. Develop our own client base and help others, other partners, because if they're going to be successful, you will be successful. And develop your own client base is because then you will be able to start earning your money. And the ways how you can build your client base or your network is through different conferences, different workshops, networking events, conferences, trade shows, whatever people are attending, and especially those conferences where people are looking for opportunities or going to learn about the things, investment or property investment conferences, or different Rich Dad Poor Dad, for example, conferences. Those people are the ones who are open-minded and they are looking for ways how to change their lives. If you're there, you are again in the right place at the right time, because those people will be happy to listen to you. They're not going to turn around. They're not going to run away. They will give you the details, to follow up with them. So it's very, very important. And it's very important to do meetings and presentations on a daily basis, on a regular basis. First of all, if you have people that attended the conference and you receive the business card, don't wait for a week to come back to them. Same day you go home, write them an email or send them an SMS or something, or the next day. But don't wait for a week, because the people will forget. So this is a way how you can expand your network, and also ways how prepare for this X amount of meetings. I would say 5 meetings, 5 meetings per day is ideal option for everyone, because out of 5, let's say 1 will sign up. Let's say, for example, for someone maybe it's 10 meetings and one will sign up. So you just need to go and test, but don't test with 1 meeting and then see, is it gonna how they say, sit down and pray if it's going to happen, or they say, well, that it doesn't work. You have to do it constantly. Okay. As I said, attend all the trainings and conferences. Also for yourself, to develop yourself, your skills, your knowledge, your information, your everything. It's very important to attend the trainings. Before, I was attending conferences like 2-3 times a week. Now I'm a little bit more, I wouldn't say lazier, but I can't attend so many trainings anymore, unfortunately, but I'm trying as much as I can. But it's definitely very important, because you meet new people and you don't know whether, if that person is not going to be the person who's invest, maybe he knows someone or they know someone. So that's very good, important as well. Learning and self-development every day. As I suggest and I recommend to everyone, don't start your day by opening your eyes, where's my phone, and checking your emails. Don't do that. Well, you can check your bank account. This is what rich people do, saying, looking how much money they have made. That's a good start how to start the day. But what I suggest is to start prepare the day before you go to sleep. The video that you want to watch or listen first thing when you wake up, or some motivational speeches. Even before you go to sleep, it's very good to listen to something. But that way you're going to start day on a positive note, and it's going to be more, you will feel more energetic. So I think it's very good way how to wake up with some with a positive note, instead of reading some news that happened overnight, or some terror attacks and etc. Don't start day on a negative note, but on a positive. And take responsibility definitely for whatever you say. We have had a situation now where people say to someone, well, some information, and then the information is wrong. And what they say, instead of saying, oh, it was my fault, I said it wrong, they blame someone else, that someone else said it to them. If you don't know, then better is to say, I don't know, I will find out, instead of saying, well, I will, instead of making up the question, the answer, and not knowing whether it's right or not. Even yesterday myself, the person was from wealth management, and he asked me, some very tricky questions, and I was answering most of them. But for those I didn't know, I said, well, I need to double check, and I can send you an email, and I will come back to you as soon as possible. That gives better, it's more credible. It sounds more credible. They trust you a bit more because you've been honest to them, instead of just making up and he goes home. I will send him a link, and then he finds out that this what I said is wrong. So think twice before you answer, and follow the system. It's very simple. You don't have to create any other systems or another two systems. To follow the system that we have already in place, it's very easy. There are everything on paper, step by step that you have to do, and you will be successful. And we as a team, whichever part of the world we are trying to help each other. I'm happy to help. I believe, Harish is happy to help, or any other people who are here today. Everyone is helping each other because we are one team and we have one goal. And if we work as a team, we get to the goal much faster, right? That's always been like that. I guess now that's it. Questions and answers. Definitely that's it for me. Oh, I think it was very quick, but actually no, it's 8:07 already. Ooh, and I thought I'm rushing. All right, guys, do you have any questions? No? All right, guys. Then I will say good night, or whoever has morning, maybe. Have a great morning. Have a great day. Yeah, Harish, he's asking me the question, when will they restore the auto payment? As I said at the beginning of the webinar, the second part, I don't know. The honest answer is I don't know. I hope they will do it as soon as possible. That's why I said, for those who have purchased the package, the installment package, please keep an eye, in when is your next payment due, not to miss it out and do it manually before they give any other updates on when the system will be fixed. I'm not a technical person. I don't know how big issue is that, whether they need to change the whole software or something. I don't know. Hopefully it's not so big issue, and they will sort out, ASAP, because this is what I do every day. I'm just keeping like mine and put a reminder for myself when I have to pay for my package as well. So I guess the fingers crossed. Maybe we have some technical people who can help them. How much we raised so far? Any new big investors come? As far as I know, there are no kind of new big investors officially announced. I know that there are a few people flying to see Mr. Unitsky, but there is no any other official updates for me. I was trying to reach out Arman today, but I believe he's in Belarus today. Yeah, today Thursday, and I think he's whether meeting Mr. Unitsky or Habarato, I'm not sure. So hopefully there will be some news or progress on any projects in India. Unfortunately, Harish says also there are no news or no progress in India as well. Do you know when Armand is visiting India? I know that I wanted to open the office when in April, I think in April, and they have this big conference happening in India. I know, I think Mila also was planning to go there, but I haven't seen them for quite a long time. Hopefully, there will be changes on next week, because yeah, we've been. There are some news that I put up on Facebook and LinkedIn about the facility expansion and other parts, but and other things, but nothing on those lines. I have been trying to speak for Armas last few days, but did not get a response. Same, Harish. You're not the only one, but I think because that's my feeling. He was preparing, or he was flying to meet Mr. Unitsky, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I think that's the case, because we need to get several answers, and I think finally he's there. So we just need to, I guess, wait. But today, I think that's all for me from my side. If you have any other questions, obviously, please go back to any of social media, and you can reach out to any of those, or even on Skype, who is in the team. Do you know what are the payment options from India? No, Harish, I don't know. As I said, like the last news that we had is that they have signed a contract and how much money is there, but I haven't seen anything else. All right. Sorry I was not able to answer on your questions, Harish, but hopefully we will have further news and updates very, very soon, because I think this is what we're all waiting for. All around the world. All right. Thank you very much, guys, for your attention and for being here with me again today. Don't forget to keep inviting new people for our webinars. This is how we can, spread the world globally. And yeah, I look forward to see you guys soon again. All right. Thank you very much. Bye.